I mean, just look at that goofy look. I mean, just look at him. All right, so in this video, we're going to be looking at images, really just how to handle like JPEGs. But if you were to use a PNG, an SVG, anything else, it'll be roughly nearly identical the same way I'm doing it here. So if we wanted to have a picture, let's see what the picture is. This is my dog. I love him to death. He's very bizarre and strange, but I mean, just look at that goofy look. I mean, just look at him. Look how goofy he is. So we're going to come in here and we're going to keep the link before because maybe we want to go to this other site here. Let's come in and we're going to have our image tag here. And you see that the image compared to the link, compared to the body, the headings, the paragraph tags we've used, this does not have a closing tag to it. It's self-contained in that manner. And so what we're going to do is we're going to do a source. And then we're just going to go to do Bernie. And I hit Control Space. I'm on Windows 10 right now, but I think it's a Control Space or Command Space on a Mac. I jump between both between working here, so if we were to now load this up, we see this gigantic photo of Bernie here. And he actually just ran in my room if you could hear him. But say this image is just way too big for the web page. What do? We could come in here and we could actually do width. And this is not the suggested way to do things. But we could come in here and we could resize it so it's 400 by 400 pixels, and we have Bernie right here. Now, we just have the photo hanging out alongside our index.html. And for right now, that is fine. That's no problem at all. But as you go and make larger websites, one thing you're going to find is organization is key. As you can see, I have a bunch of different pages, and here our index should be at the root of the directory, so this is fine. But more often than not, you're going to have something called images. Sometimes it'll be called assets, IMG. It all really changes, depends on what you or your team want. I'm going to keep it as images because I think that's pretty straightforward. So if we were to refresh this, we notice we didn't change any code, we just moved where our file is located. And now we get this big broken link looking thing right here. And this means that the picture's been ripped and it cannot find where our dog is. It's a very sad day. But we navigate very much the same way we do when we're using links. So we could come into here, click into images, click into there, and we're finding the picture of my dog Bernie. We're going to refresh, and poof, there he is. Now, say we have a broken link or an image, which you never want on a web page. Or maybe someone has vision problems, which you have to think about as well. You should put an alt tag on here. And this means it's describing text, describing the picture of what's going on here. So, the dog named Bernie. We save that, we refresh. We have right here, nothing is going on, but what if we were to break this? We were to change the name of it. We have a dog named Bernie was supposed to be here. Okay, but let's just say our pictures work. Why do we exactly need to have that alt there? Well, let me move this out. I'm going to right click. I'm going to click inspect. I'm going to click on this image, and we see we still have the alt text right here. And this is good because people who use screen readers or things to assist them may not be able to see this or make out what it is. And so their machine is going to read this and say, it's going to say to them or translate in some way, hey, there's a dog named Bernie that is right here on this page. And they're going to be able to navigate and go about their business just fine. So this is how you find an image, put an image on a screen. This is how you store images or should start to organize them. And you could change the width and the height. And later when you go into CSS, you're not going to do it inline like this. This is just, it gives you a way of doing it, but it's not the preferred way of doing it. But regardless, you should always have an alt tag when you put an image up on the internet. And yeah, that's it.